Good morning. Today I am going to speak on conflict management. First of all, what is conflict? Conflict is nothing but disagreement. Take for example, 3 months old baby rejects milk whereas mother forces her to take the milk. This is just a disagreement, but rivalry is not there, and any other aggression is not there, any other things are not there. This is one thing. The second thing is individual can have conflict in his own mind. Take for example, if we have to take a decision about something which is crucial, we will have different alternatives. When we have different alternatives, to choose the suitable alternative itself is a conflict. Like that, disagreement between two or more individuals or within the individual, or it is an integral part of the human life. It is an integral part of the human life, reflected in the hostility and negative attitudes, aggression and rivalry. It is an outcome of interaction of people with different goals and behaviors. Wherever there is interaction, there is conflict. It is traditional. We have two views: a traditional view of conflict and we have a modern view of conflict. Traditional view of conflict says that conflict is disagreement between two or more individuals or groups trying to gain acceptance of its own view over others. That means they want domination. Whatever they say, they want others to listen to them. That is the reason for the conflict. And considered it as harmful, destructive and unnecessary in the life. Now, modern view says that this is called as a human behavioral view. Here we say that provided if we do proper management, conflict is good for the human life, because without conflict there is no life and there is no dynamism. The definition goes like this: according to modern view, since people differ in their attitudes, values and goals, conflict is natural and necessary, and it is helpful and constructive if handled properly. And peaceful groups are static and they are uninnovative. They are called as uninnovative. Nothing new will be there. Same thing is routine is followed by all the members of the group. Conflict keeps the group alive, self-critical and corrective. So here this is the modern view. So what we say is, according to the modern view, positive consequences of the conflicts are there. We should not take it as the negative concept. That is why we discuss the points which highlight the positive consequences of conflict. Helps analytical thinking. When two or more persons are there, they look into the problem or the issue from the two sides or from more angles, and they have an analytical look and analytical thinking about the issue, and their decision may be the best decision. That is why whenever there is a conflict, analytical thinking and many persons thinking gives the solution that is the best solution. Good cohesion leading to dedication and commitment to organizational goals. When there is conflict, when two groups are there or more groups are there, each group are having the cohesion. That means they have commitment that their group should win, and they work hard together with the team spirit, and they commit more themselves to the organization, and promotes competition and productivity. When there are different groups, they compete with each other. When they compete with each other, they challenge with each other. When they challenge, the outcome is different. That is, dynamic decisions will be there, and it adds to the change management. So here organizational change and development process is easy where the conflict is there. Types of conflict. We have different types of conflict. Conflict within the individual, interpersonal conflict, individual versus group conflict, inter-group conflict, inter-organizational conflict. Let me explain this conflict within the individual. Always a person has not one option, different options will be there. But the human limitation says that we can act only one decision. So when we take a decision, this is having edge over and above the other alternatives. But still in the mind we have this fact, if we would have taken that option, what would have been the result? That opportunity cost or something like that we evaluate and we think that we have missed the opportunity, So this is the conflict within the individual where it increases the stress in the individual. Nothing, group is not affected with this individual conflict. Then interpersonal conflict, where interpersonal conflict is there. For example, husband and wife are having the mutual trust in the life and in the life of each other. Suppose many men, they hide their income because they want to have heroism in the minds of the wife. That is why they hide their income. But from the point of view of the girl, it is a breach of mutual trust. That is why there is a conflict. Because both the views are different, both are looking from the different angles. So I can say that conflict is issue based because here husband and wife are differing in this decision as far as this example is concerned, but in remaining life they are together and they are leading a happy life. This is interpersonal conflict. Like that, between the employees, individual employees, they may have the rivalry for sharing the resources or something like that. Wherever partnership is there, wherever resource sharing is there, the conflicts are more. Then individual versus group, where individual versus groups conflict is there. Individual is naturally weak and group is having the strength because they are more in number. Their voice is strong. Sometimes individual may argue, but he has to accept the group norms and the group feelings. That is individual versus group conflict. Then intergroup conflict. Intergroup conflicts means there are different trade unions in the organizations, both committed to two or three different political parties. Where they are committed, their ideology is different. So here it is not issue based, here ideology based conflict is there wherever group conflicts are there. Even though individual is not convinced with the issue, but still they support the group because here the conflict is between the groups. Inter-organizational conflicts. We have conflicts between different organizations, like take for example firms who compete with each other in the industry, and industries compete with each other in the economy, and sometimes government organizations competing with the private organizations. Take for example, now in the lockdown period, there is a conflict between the government policies and the implementation between the state governments and the central governments. How long it should be and what is the mode of what are the policies to be implemented and all. This is between the organizations. Now let me have a look at the causes of conflict. Communication is the main cause. Communication means when the communication is disturbed, when the communication is not proper, we have conflict here. That is understanding misunderstanding, and sometimes filtering the information, and sometimes when we are talking on the devices and online or somewhere, distortions in the communication system also affect the become the cause for the conflict. Filtering, for example, manager when he is going on leave, he hides some of the important documents because he wants to take decision on such issues only after his return. But in the meanwhile, the one who is working in that position is answerable to the boss. There is a conflict between the reliever and the manager. Now, behavioral aspects, the other cause is behavioral aspects, emotions, feelings, attitudes, values and perceptions differ from person to person. Take for example, when we are going in the dark night in a muddy area, if we stamp on a soft body, then what is our feeling? The positive man thinks that it is just a rope and he goes away and he achieves the everything and he reaches his destiny. But he is weak-minded, then automatically he thinks it as a snake and he may be scared and he may not move even a single place or single moment also. So like that, his emotion, his feelings, his attitude, positive attitude or negative attitude, value system. Once again I will tell you, when my maiden said, my husband is beating me after drinking, I said, why you are allowing him to drink? But she said, what will happen if he drinks? So that is the value system, that drinking is not bad. So here value systems differ from person to person and perceptions also differ from person to person. So like this, behavioral aspects affect the conflict. Structural aspects, size of the organization, and size, if it is a big organization, the span of control affects a lot. If the number is more under the control, then the conflicts will be more because there is managerial problems. Line and staff conflicts are there, differences are there, and limited resources are there. Goal conflict is there, individual goal versus group goals are there, and the organization goals are there. Sometimes what they have to do, it is not clear to them, that is role ambiguity is existing. So these are the conflicts, the causes of the conflicts. Now let us see, when it is positively taken, when it is accepted according to the modern view, what is conflict management? First of all, when a problem comes, when a conflict comes, we have to just ignore the conflict and create a situation that all are humorous or all are happy. That is one thing. Then compromise. Compromise. When you compromise, a compromising third party is involved to convince both the parties, because in compromise give and take will be there. Both of them to forego something, both of them will gain something. Then smoothen the circumstances, or if it is not possible, forcing the circumstances. Just now in lockdown period, if the people are not accepting the lockdown, by force government is implementing the rules. Then change agents must be chosen very good, that they should have the control over the temperaments of themselves as well as the temperaments of the conflicting parties, so that they can convince them. So now this is one. And when if you can solve the problem solving is the best solution for the conflict management. Then encourage competition. When you encourage the competition, they themselves put more efforts and they try to reach the targets and they try to work efficiently. Then manipulate scarcity resources. Where there is scarcity, don't publicize the scarcity but but instead of that, you make them understand that resources are sufficient for the implementation of the plan. Then trust building, mutual trust in the management and the workers should be there, workers and workers should be there, groups and groups should be there, and this trust building should be there. Then open-minded behavior, instead of fear to represent their problem, it may be a best system, that is open-minded system. They have to come openly and discuss and remove their fears and false feelings about the issue. Avoid aggressive behavior. Wherever aggressive behavior is there, first warm up them or cool down them, and then take the issue and then discuss. Then postponement of the issue for the time being, because after some time, when a quarrel is there, after some time they come compromise and they think twice before they utter any other word with the others. So postponement of the issue is another best method. And counseling each other and understanding the mutual benefit. Instead of conflict, if they cooperate, what mutual benefit they are going to get, this must be stressed by the change agent. Then positive attitudes must be improved. Listening to others must be practiced. Convincing others is another way to accept others actually. Analytical view about the other's view. Instead of thinking about our view, why don't we think about the view of the others? So these are the conflict management issues which I have come across. So in a nutshell, we say that we cannot avoid the conflict in the life because conflict is a part and parcel of the human life. Individual has the conflict, interpersonal conflicts we have, inter-organizational conflicts we have, all conflicts we have, everywhere we have conflicts because plurality of persons are there. Within the individual also we have the conflict. That is why conflict management, if properly maintained, it is for the good of the organization and as well as for the individual. Thank you.